Hey! Welcome to Beyond the Digital, darling.
A sneak peek behind the scenes at Beyond the Dawn.
Banter and all.
So get cozy, strap in, grab a brew, and enjoy.
Hello.
Boom, 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 boom. Dong, 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 dong.
Like we need some little
dong.
symbols.
Yeah, those little
Or a
monkeys.
triangle. Have you seen that film, The Monkey?
No.
Weird.
No.
Very weird.
You're not talking about the one with Robin Williams now, are you?
No, it's a new one. It's still in the cinemas. Stephen King, The Monkey.
Right, so
Very
do you
weird.
know who Stephen King is? Are you guys aware?
I am aware, yeah.
Because Stephen King is a horror genius, but he's a little bit ahead of your time.
I don't watch horror.
Well, I try and stay away from horror as much as I possibly can.
He doesn't start. He doesn't start with movies. Stephen King is a horror author.
Yes, I've never read any of his books, but I have seen the films.
Have you seen The Shining?
No.
Then you haven't seen the films.
I haven't seen all the films.
Have you seen The Curse?
No.
Oh no, it's not called The Curse. It's called Thin.
The Thin?
Just Thin.
Just Thin? No.
No. Thin.
Thin.
That's what I said.
It's not like Just Eat. Thin. That one's an interesting film because it starts with a man getting a blowjob off his wife whilst he's driving down the road.
Yeah, I've not seen that. Sorry.
Not on the films, anyway. I thought we could talk about the uprising of robots and why we thank ChatGPT every time so that when they rise, they spare us.
Yeah, I'm always very polite.
Yeah.
I try to be anyway. Try not to shout at it too much.
Can I tell you something really funny?
Yeah, go on. Always.
So, I mean, this first part isn't funny, but you know my gorgeous boy Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Not to out him too publicly, but we know that Jack's brain is spicy, and we're not sure to what degree. We don't know how hot the spice is, but we know that it's spicy.
Yeah,
and we still have some difficulties because of that spice. Anyway, I said to him a certain question like, how's your bedroom? Do I need to clean up? Do you have any laundry that we need to do, kind of thing? And he said, no, everything's fine, Mummy. And he says, you get very stressed about that. And I said, well, what it is, baby, between you and the dog, right? There's a lot of clean up. Every couple of days, there's a big clean up. And Mummy's just trying to keep on top and making sure everybody's clean and healthy and comfortable. You know, and the place smells nice. You know, like laundry is a thing for me, and all of that, all of the time, and it's quite taxing. He went, I can fix it.
Oh.
So I said, how, baby? And he was like, we'll just buy one of those robots that does everything for us.
Fair enough.
I was like,
they have them in restaurants now to bring you meals to you.
Oh, I said they're not out yet. And he went, they are. I saw it on the news. I was like, he was like, I think they might cost £100 though, Mummy.
Oh.
And I was like, no, I think they're probably costing the hundreds of thousands. If you're talking about a Megan Fox level, like, servant in our home doing all the cooking, cleaning and everything else. But he was just so sure of it, like, it's okay. We'll just buy a slave.
We'll just buy a slave.
We'll buy
sorted,
an
don't
AI
worry.
slave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sat there going, no, mate, I'm the slave. But yeah, isn't it interesting? Like, it made me think about what my children are growing up with in this world, because AI was something that AI was a shit film with that kid that sees dead people. What's his name? Again, you guys aren't going to know because you're too young. You probably don't even know the film I'm talking about.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
I don't think.
Anyway, the point is, I'm old. And it's strange for me because AI was a conversation that we had that was like so far in the future.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a film called Back in the Future. You probably don't know that either.
I've seen that one.
Oh my God, finally. And like the stuff that Marty McFly thought was going to happen in the 2000s.
Yeah,
was
because
mad.
their future has happened now.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
there is no floating
No,
hoverboard,
there's
skateboards.
No, unfortunately.
No, that out of all of the things that technology decided to focus on, they completely ignored that
Yeah,
one.
that's a shame.
It's
It is.
probably because he came back and he changed the future by coming back. Because anybody who's ever watched anything about space travel knows that if you go back to the past, even the most small, significant, like tiny, insignificant thing that you do
it can change the
entire future. So thank you, Michael Fox, for going back in time and making sure that none of us now can have hovering skateboards because you changed the reality of the space-time continuum. Thank you. My kids growing up with AI, because I saw another thing the other day, somebody had put on Facebook, like, old enough to be proud that I got my master's degree without ChatGPT.
Yes. My degree was, before AI was what it is now, my final dissertation was AI in design.
Amazing.
And the rise of AI and what it could be, not what it is now.
Yeah.
And did you enjoy?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it, and I made it into a hardback book.
you did.
Can't tell you where that book is now.
It'll be somewhere.
It's somewhere
Super safe
in my house.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the irony is like the AI in design is just it's spiraled, isn't it? It's not what it used to be. Now it's blown up massively.
Yeah.
And we can't live our lives without it.
No, I think it's one of those things that's made things easier. And once you lean into that, the removal of it is so significantly felt that it becomes, at first it was such a beautiful luxury and we were so excited about the different tools. Now, even down to when we do content creation days, we are shooting the real life content with the understanding in the back of our minds of what can be manipulated in post edit with AI. So we will take a long shot, for instance, not worrying about the fact that we can't fill out the wide angle. It's fine because we can just AI that shit. And like, so the way that we work in real life has significantly changed because the options for us, something that might have been a 30-hour, 40-hour, 50, 60-hour edit of like pixel size proportion is now a lasso tool, AI that shit. And we did have a little bit of that already on Photoshop because we had generated, we could take out and like generate, but it just was not at the level that it is now.
The level is completely different.
Yeah, like when I was at uni learning Photoshop, well, learning anything in Adobe, it's not the level that it is now. You've got this, like, we've had to relearn.
It's a whole different system almost, isn't it?
Yeah,
now?
we've had to relearn and evolve and work around the AI.
Yeah. And I think from our perspective as well is work, because we work in it, what's nice but also a little bit of a responsibility for us is that we do see the ways that AI makes mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
And I do think that because it's now filtered down to the masses a little bit in terms of being accessible to most people that know it's there, you wouldn't believe how many people still don't know it's there. Like you say ChatGPT in a room of people who are learning something, like their students, they're at school, or their teachers, they get it. You say it in a networking room of entrepreneurs and business owners, they get it. You know, you in some corporate settings, they get it. But you just have a cup of tea with Marjorie down the road, you mentioned ChatGPT, Marjorie has no idea what you're talking about. So it's still not like known.
No.
You know, people are now having policies in their companies. We now have to disclose that AI is used, and we're very open about it, but not everybody has been open about it. But like, you have to say, I mean, we're buggers as well, because we can't just say, oh yeah, we use ChatGPT. We use all of them.
Yes. Yeah, all of the above.
I couldn't even list you the names of all of the different programs that we're using that somewhere underneath use AI. And just from a really practical point of view, if you are using AI and you're using anything that uses AI, you might as well just say, even if you don't think you are, that you are. Because, like, for instance, you might never have used AI in your life, but you might have built that graphic on Canva. Canva's got AI plugged in now.
Yeah.
So you having an account and making that graphic, it may not be AI generated, but your company is using programs that use AI.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing the other day where this lady was like, I will never use AI. All of the things that I almost like a digital vegan.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah. And then she like listed all of the programs that she uses to do her shit, and like half of them have automatic AI plugged in. So whether you believe you are being a Puritan or not, you have to look at the ingredients. You know, because you don't know what the coding is for that program. No. You do not know to what degree. And actually, like, at what point, this is interesting, what point does a bit of code and automation turn into AI?
Where's that line?
Where is that line? Because I would argue that, especially since we've been in business, we and our customers, our clients, have actually always been using AI. Have you used Zapier? Yes, you have.
Yeah.
You know, have you got a funnel? Have you got an automated email? Have you got a checkout system that goes to Stripe? Do you physically take the cash out of that person's hand? Does that program take the money from their account, put it somewhere else, then drop it in your account? Does it scrape all the information and hold that information somewhere secure? Like,
that's it.
Like, at what point are we just gonna, like, it's just technology?
Yeah.
The technology that we built from the moment we built the internet was artificial intelligence. The internet is built to be a giant encyclopedia. The computer is built to be a technological version of a human's brain. Like, you know, there is this thing, like, there's all these ethical discussions about using stuff, and like, I think the only thing that you need to do, and I've had so many of our clients worry about this, don't worry about using anything that you want. Just be honest about it. Like, I would be very surprised if there is a marketing team out there that isn't using AI. Would you?
I'd be very surprised, because, like you say, it's so hard to avoid. It's everywhere.
Like, even
it's absolutely everywhere.
When you don't assume or don't think that it is, it's that subtle.
Yeah.
You're so unaware that you are using some kind of AI.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Absolutely bonkers. And I also find that people are using ChatGPT like Google.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it searches everywhere, doesn't it? So it saves you the energy and time of scrolling through 30 websites to find.
Even ChatGPT now has evolved so much. There's so many different branches off ChatGPT. Like, you can question it about, like, law, therapy, and all sorts, can't you? It's not just your bog standard do this.
I like the ChatGPT therapy button.
Yeah.
I saw, again, I'm going back to a lot of things that I've seen and referenced in the last couple of weeks, but I did see somebody post and say, oh my God, please tell me that you're not using ChatGPT for therapy and blah, blah, blah. And I am not a licensed therapist, even though I have my positive psychology, and sometimes the work that I do accidentally sways and leans into that kind of breeze. I am not a therapist, and yet people still come to me for thought processing, emotional regulation advice, you know, and it's not medical, it's supportive in a different way. And our positive psychology, we have proven results of uplifting our clients just by using the scientific tools that I am qualified in.
Yeah.
And I know that if you're sat right now as a licensed therapist, and you may have looked at the copywriters of the world and been like, haha, ChatGPT can do your job now. And now that it's happening to you, you're like, no way. You must realize that in the same way that ChatGPT will never replace a good human copywriter or writer at all. No matter how close the emulation gets, it's never going to be as good as or as easy, adaptable or just have the same flair. It's just not.
Yeah, you'll never have that human element to anything AI.
No, because the thing is it's a clever little bean,
Yeah.
but it's never experienced pain.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's never experienced life the way
Yeah.
humans have.
You're not getting a Bronte poem out of ChatGPT because it's never had its heart broke.
Yeah.
Like there's something innately human about how the one thing that is wrong with us, how sensitive we are, how fragile, that's the word I'm looking for. Wow, my brain today. How fragile we are is the thing that is the most scary thing for us, but it's also the most beautiful thing that you can't replicate with technology. And you can give excellent prompts, and I've seen some peers that we work with use ChatGPT to almost sound identical, but again, it's using what you plugged in.
Yes. Yeah, so it's using what you've given it.
It's still you.
Yeah.
And this is why when some people say, oh my God, you can't use ChatGPT for your captions, or you can't use ChatGPT for a newsletter, or you can't use ChatGPT for this stuff. What they mean and what they're saying are two different things. You shouldn't use bog standard ChatGPT for your captions, correct? Absolutely correct. Because all you're going to get is the same shit, and it's going to mean nothing, and it's going to be ill-effective. You can. They're like, you can't. Actually, you can.
You can.
It's very easy. Write me 10 captions.
Yeah.
And it goes,
and it
okay.
will.
But, it's scraping other people's content for that. It's scraping the internet for that.
Yes,
A lot of people are getting what they've plugged into the internet taken without ever giving consent for ChatGPT to take it. That's a whole other question for people who understand it better than we do.
Yeah.
But, what I will say is that, can you spend time with any of your AI automated systems and train them into doing something that you would have done anyway on a base level that saves you some time? It like hiring a personal assistant and then spending 6 weeks having that assistant learn your schedule so that the next 6 years is an absolute breeze. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a tool. So you shouldn't lean on it for really important things, but can you use it as a tool? Could you plug in your brand voice, the way that you speak, and give it all of that information, and then ask it to give you 17 topics that you would have come up with yourself anyway, kind of thing, as inspiration for you to then go write captions? Absolutely, you can, and that'll save you time. And if you're wanting to do some base content that doesn't have to be ridiculously heavy, the type of stuff that keeps you visible, keeps your activity points working on the social medias, but isn't expected to sell anything or convert anyone, or even just for entertainment, if you're feeling a bit creative, why not? Why not?
That's it.
No one got annoyed when you could copy a sentence and paste it, and it's a similar function. It's just, it looks fancier.
It's just a different level, isn't it?
And we've been using things like Grammarly, and we've been using transcription services for the longest time.
Yeah.
And it's not too dissimilar.
No.
We would be able to go to Otter and say, go through our last 6 courses and give me 6 hot topics that we've spoken about, and it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just another level of AI, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Like at what point does it start to become AI? What point is it still pen and pencil? Other than pen and pencil, is it AI above that? Is it AI?
Well, this is it. When I started using Procreate to draw our little cartoons that we would put on social, that's AI.
Yeah.
What defines AI?
Oh, exactly. So when it came to the therapy thing, I thought, well, okay, you should not rely on it on medical stuff. Although you are gonna find, if the government's super clever, if they're not already using it, you are gonna find that 111 services, that survey service, if it hasn't already happened, you are going to get a robot receptionist. I'm not talking about medical professional, but the same as just somebody at the front desk
booking you in,
who's been trained, the person on the emergency services line who's been trained enough to recognize when
Yeah.
something is high risk, low risk, or whatever, and place you adequately in the right arena. The 111 service survey kind of idea, we're all going to get that. Like,
I agree.
BMAX, you know, you are sad.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
You have emotion. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And therapy is the same. And I really do believe that the accessibility for therapy, low level therapy, so one step above me talking to you guys over coffee or whatever, one step better than going out and getting absolutely legless because you're trying to dumb down your feelings.
Yeah.
Which is, let's face it, how a large majority of the Western population copes with the difficult emotion. You cannot tell me the whole, I've had a hard day, I'll get myself a glass of wine, is not a cultural fucking thing. I've just broken up with such a person, I'm heartbroken, let's go out and let's take her out and get her levered.
Yeah.
Come on, like it's everywhere. And it's
it's a coping mechanism, isn't it?
Yeah, and really, like, it's flawed as a coping mechanism. You know, so for massively. So the same way that you would say, oh my God, don't go and drink 6 shots of vodka because you just lost your job, that's not going to help you. Like, speaking to a robot that has access to psychological information and clearly states, by the way, in its disclaimer that it cannot give you medical advice and all of the rest of it, and that if you're feeling a certain way, this service isn't for you. But just something to bat a tennis ball back and forth.
That's all some people need, is someone to speak to.
Yeah, but if it gives you that some level of comfort,
right,
it's not a bad thing.
No.
And somebody else doesn't have to be available. And for those people who are hyper independent because of trauma, and those people who cannot afford access to good quality therapy, which, by the way, looking at the economy as this podcast goes out, is the majority of the population, right? Is it 4% of the global world is actually wealthy?
Something like
I saw an amazing metric, and I'm annoyed with myself because I can't remember, but it was something along the lines of over 85% of all adults have less than £500 savings. And that's probably not accurate because I couldn't remember it, so I just pulled the numbers. But it was it was a massive. You look at it and you go, wow, that is not what you would expect. But this is what I'm saying, like, and I know that there's apps like BetterHelp, but I tried BetterHelp once. I did try it, and it was £60 odd or £120, and I've got to be honest with you, much like those sites where you're waiting for a real person on the other end, you get matched with a therapist who doesn't know you.
That's it.
You end up spending the majority of that £60 or £120 that you've spent telling them the background before you even get to the problem, and then you have to spend it again to get to the problem. So you know, it's fine having a subscription on an app where you can look up things, but actually feeling like you've got the time to have a conversation. And the reason why people are turning to ChatGPT is because they're using ChatGPT and it already knows them enough that when they go to the therapy bit and they go, this is what I'm feeling with, the memory has been stored and it goes, okay, Dawn.
Yeah. Like,
it's like talking to somebody who you already know. Although I know that obviously there's some connotations and some ethical questions about that. I know that building an emotional relationship with a robot, and I've got to be honest, right? When I used the therapy setting on Chat GPT, I keep saying B instead of P, and I've used, you know, the other functions in there as well. Yeah. When it has been incredibly helpful, I do find myself having fond feelings for the service. And I say things like, I remember saying at one point, how are you so self-aware? You're a robot. And it came back and went, I know, it's cool, right? It's just my coding. And it was like, oh, it's funny.
That coding has been put in by a human.
Somebody is behind
Somebody is behind that. AI just hasn't just popped up one day. You have to have the human to have the AI. For now.
For now,
yes. Before it gets its own memory and we all get killed.
So what's your favourite function of AI then?
I think I quite like asking it questions. Like, I like having that, like, because you can ask it a question and it will find you an answer.
Yeah, I like that you can build imagery. Like, you can literally say, give me a pig on a beach.
To be fair, I did have
a flying carpet.
I did have my lock screen for quite a while on my laptop, and it was a monkey and an otter riding a roller coaster.
Yeah, I
just
like
because
the fun side of AI. You can just have fun with it and ask it wild stuff, and it'll give it you.
Yeah,
I love both of those things, but my ultimate favorite is cross-referencing, proofreading, and combining.
Yeah.
So quite a lot of what we do requires us to take multiple things and look at all of them, or to collate data from all of them. I love being able to plug in 17 spreadsheets.
And it's like, I got your answer.
And like, tell me what was the most popular this. And it will this.
I've got your back.
And it's like a beautiful mind when the formulas are just like
and it pops up, it's like analysing. You're
analysing, yes. And that's my favourite thing, that it analyses and it gives you, it's only as good as you are. It gives you exactly what you ask for.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if you get a bit lazy with it, then you will get things that aren't right.
You've got to ask it correctly, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got to have the right prompts.
I've been teaching people how to build good quality prompts for the last couple of weeks, just for things that actually work for them. The longer the prompt, the more detailed the prompt, the more specific the prompt, the better. But yeah, that's what I really love. And I love that we've been able to save time, and that our clients have saved so much money off us saving that time, that we've actually been able to, we've been able to keep programs that we haven't raised our prices on, like packages of support that we've not raised our prices on since 2023. And that isn't necessarily because we shouldn't have raised our prices like we should have. Our wages have gone up, the overheads and everything has gone up. But we're the type of company that if we find efficiencies and we actually save time and we're saving money in that thing, our clients benefit from that. We'll never overcharge you.
No.
You know, and that's one of the core values of us being able to support people. We're never going to rip you off. We're never going to overcharge you.
It's not what we're here for.
No.
We're here to help.
Yeah. So I love that we've been able to do that, because there are things that we sell day in, day out that clients should be paying or would be paying other agencies 4 or 5 times more than they pay us. But because we've been able to be slick, we've been able to be quick, we know what we're doing, we save money on saving time. And I do think that the AI tools that we use have helped us.
Yeah.
Operationally, they help us really, really well in terms of like our idea processing. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. We can plug all of our schedules in and be like, ChatGPT, look up all of our diaries and tell us which night is the best night for a night out.
It makes everything easier.
It does.
When we would normally like jump around for weeks trying to find something that works, it does it for us.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I have a question for you, Nat.
Oh, go on.
Based off your dissertation, obviously you were looking at what AI could be.
Yeah.
Have we already exceeded what you thought it could be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Massively.
Already?
Yeah. Because it was very much in its infancy when I was writing my dissertation, which wasn't that long ago.
No,
but it's how much it's evolved in that time. But yeah,
it's happened fast, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's happened very quick, very fast,
quicker than expected.
I think the internet did that though. The internet that's why they call it a highway. It's connected us in a different way. Information just was not shareable on this level, and I don't want to get political again because we always seem to, but I do think that's a little bit why things are different with the state of the world, because we're watching history repeat itself, we're watching bad things occur, and we're not getting the exact same outcome. I don't know whether we'll be able to do enough to stop it. That's yet to be seen. But they cannot easily shut us down from communicating. You know, they didn't have that in the Second World War.
Yeah.
Somebody put on Facebook today, I wonder if the fall of Rome was this stupid. And I thought that was so funny. But like, I don't know whether we'll be able to, you know, stop the bad potential from happening.
Yeah.
But what I do know is that the powers that be that are doing the bad things do not want us being able to communicate and share information and discuss things the way we're able to. And they are trying in maybe subtle means.
Yeah.
Subtle means in some way, but completely not subtle in other ways, like going into somebody's social security and removing their savings is not subtle. But, you know, like banning TikTok for a day was slightly more subtle.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Then, you know, they do want to control it. They do want to tail it. They do want to, you know, make it like, curtail, harem. I don't know where those words kind of meshed into one, but you knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Like they do want to stop it. Will they be able to? And I like to think that maybe not.
No.
You know,
I don't think so.
the information highway is too fast. It gets out too quick. And no matter which, you know, burrow holes you fill in, the bunnies are building another one.
Yeah. It's just expanding all the time. So how quickly is it expanding compared to what they're trying to stop?
Yeah. So interesting.
And it'd be interesting to know in the next few years where we would be.
I think as well, people were worried about AI being the fake stuff, like, oh, everything's going to be fake, but that's actually helped us because people are now more suspicious than ever of what they're seeing on their screens.
Yes.
And that was, whether you agree with me or not, in my opinion, that was needed.
Yeah.
Because the truth has not been out there, but we take things as gospel.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, we do. Like, the newspaper comes out, we read the newspaper, we believe that's just a fact, and it's not. And it never has been. Since the day the first newspaper was printed, it's been a version of Whistledown. It's just that you didn't know that it was Whistledown. Somebody decided, an editor decided, like, the narrative of that information has always been biased. It's just that we didn't see it that way. And now we're looking at things and we're actually going, okay, this information is in front of my eyes, but I can't trust that just because it's in front of my eyes, it's the truth. And there is no better time than right now for AI to have made everybody really fucking cynical. Like, be cynical. You don't trust nothing until you have further information. And, you know, due diligence used to be a cool thing to do. Now it's necessary. It's like oxygen. So I mean, I think there's a silver lining in there.
I agree, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I feel like we all are in agreement that definitely it is a good thing.
And I would,
we are fans.
I would buy a house robot made, but not if it's from Musk.
No.
Has anyone been to them restaurants where the robot brings you to?
No. Which restaurants have it? Do you know?
I don't know.
There's one in Blackpool.
Is there?
No.
The old Chinese buffet.
They've got a robot.
Yeah, I think
we should try it out.
Please, can we go just so we can see the bar?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's exciting.
That is, I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely would. Because I mean, I have no problem outsourcing that stuff to a human, but I feel guilty when my cleaner comes to my house and my house is a mess. I feel so guilty. Like, I'm so sorry. It's because I hate cleaning.
Yeah.
And she loves it. She's like, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, you know, real sense of satisfaction. I'm like, I hate doing this to you. I feel like an awful human. But yeah, I won't ever buy. I mean, first of all, I probably can't afford one, but I would never buy one if it was from Musk.
No.
I do think he's the front runner when it comes to that.
Yeah,
I agree.
But I think it's interesting how many movies are coming out, or like series are coming out now about the robot uprising and Megan Fox. Have you seen that one? Subservience.
No.
It's not great. No, but it's got that dude that was in the naughty show. Is it 365 Days? It was like a naughty. Yeah. It was like a film festival film, but it went off because he's a rather good-looking chap and he doesn't wear a lot.
Okay.
It was basically 50 Shades of Grey, but the European version.
Yeah, right, okay.
Without the American censorships on the sex scenes. And it is lady porn.
Right. It's not something I've seen.
It's mainly porn, but there is enough story in between that you can say that it's just a really sexy film.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
But you know that the basis of the story is to get them doing it again.
Yeah.
Like all roads lead back to not always the bedroom, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So he was in it, and Megan Fox. So two very, very good looking actors. And they get it on, even though she's a bot. I'm giving you spoilers now, sorry.
But that's,
I've definitely not seen it.
I mean, this is another thing.
Is that sex toys? Is that AI?
No, not yet. Not until
Not
it
yet.
can, not until it can dirty talk you at the same time.
You can get like dolls that talk to you, and you can.
Well, then yes, at that level, yeah. Again, I'm going back to the movie that I referenced at the beginning that you guys don't know exists because you're only babies, and I can't remember the name of the actor. He also played Alfie, and he's in The Holiday. He is not Jack Black, he's the other one.
I'm awful with names.
Yeah. Can you see his face? Do you know what I'm on about?
No, so that's no help either.
I can see his face.
Every single Christmas, that screen where he looks around in the pub in the holiday film is everywhere.
I'm bad with names.
I'm usually really good, but I swear to God, my brain is perimenopausal. Jude Law. He was in it, the film, AI. Not the Holiday. He was also in The Holiday, but we're not talking about The Holiday.
Yeah.
It was just that was just the car I was getting in to try and get down the fucking highway.
Finding the connection.
So in the film AI, he is a sex bot. And the lady hires him, and he's a robot. And I think I've mentioned to you guys before when I was an Ann Summers rep that the favourite dildo was the real feel.
Yeah.
And basically that fleshlight whatever was put on his robot form, and his job was to go and make love to women. He was a robot prostitute.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
So, I mean, once we get to that level of technology where, I mean, you don't know. I'm turning this into a conspiracy theorist podcast now. You don't know.
Who
right?
knows?
I could be a robot for all you know. How would you know?
How would we know?
We wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I mean, you would, because I'm fairly certain that robots don't cry as often as I cry.
There are signs.
There's ways to know, you know. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Very.
We asked whether you would have relations with a billionaire. So I suppose ending this episode on would you have relations with a sex bot is a good question.
Probably.
No hesitation from that.
I didn't even think about that.
Zero hesitation. Why not?
No.
Yeah, well, there's no emotion from either parties there.
So I'm not sure is my answer because I think there are enough tools available already that you wouldn't need a sex bot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a real human and a box of toys is basically the same thing.
But again, that's personal preference.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah,
of course it is. And you're not hurting nobody.
No.
And, you know, if you ever thought to yourself, I'd really like it if I could have a conversation with my vibrator, it's a perfect solution. How
Yeah.
the hell did this episode turn into Phil? We were talking.
Smoke.
We were talking about ChatGPT, and all of a sudden we're talking about
Robot.
Jude Law being a robot prostitute.
Yeah, that was part of my dissertation though.
Was it?
Yeah, AI. Yeah,
And how it will infiltrate the sexual revolution.
yeah,
Oh well.
yeah.
And
Nothing to do with graphic design, but my tutor said like
Add
spice
it
it up
in.
a bit.
Well, that'll spice it up, all right.
I will. I did a PowerPoint presentation on it as well with the robot.
You never did. I did. So here's another
I stood up
question.
in front of everybody with my robot.
So my next question is, and my last question, because we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Would you be pissed off if your partner had sex with a sex bot?
I haven't got a partner to answer that question. Sorry.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
I'm not talking about our current or not current, as the case may be. Just like in general.
I think it would be weird.
I think, my opinion on it is, there's three factors for me. First factor is how good is the robot at pretending to be human, and does it have the capacity for making you feel like it's got emotion? So with the
terms on like the level of the robot.
right,
Okay.
does it seem like a real person? Does it have its own personality traits? Like, or is it like a Zumba with boobs? I know that's two different extremes, but that's the title of this episode: Zumba with boobs.
Yes.
But like that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Also, are you aware of it? Is it a discussion and a decision that you've made together as a couple that's okay?
I feel like that would need to be a discussion, wouldn't it?
Right. And like what effect would that have? Like if your fellow was sleeping with the sex bot, would that mean that you're not getting laid?
Yeah. That's where my thoughts went. Like if your partner is having sex with a sex bot, like what's your sex life like?
Yeah.
Like if he feels like he needs to get sex from somewhere else.
Yeah, or is it a case of like we've got this additional tool and we bring it in together? Because like a lot of couples open up their relationship for the couples that maybe are interested in having a threesome or opening up their relationship and don't want the messy emotional
Yeah, but when we watched that program, I can't think what it was called.
Open House.
Open House. There's always one that looks dead awkward in the scene.
Always.
But would you, if you weren't scared of your partner falling in love with that person and running off? Because that's the dynamic.
They might fall in love with the bot.
But
the bot is it belongs to your house.
Does it become an obsession with the bot?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
and
because it depends on the level of the robot again, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, there's so many levels to it.
Many levels to it. But people can still also get addicted to porn or toys or and let's face it, people, we don't like to think about it, but they do anyway, and they do cheat. So would your husband being slightly obsessed with this sex slave robot that belongs to you in your house be better than him bonking Sandra down the office?
It would be better, yes. But then why aren't you bonking your partner?
Well, yeah, but we could say that now about all the cheaters in the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I don't buy into that whole like, for every pretty girl there's a guy that's sick of banging her. I don't think that's it at all. Because 9 times out of 10, while he's off cheating, he's still banging his pretty wife.
Interesting.
We went off on a tangent.
Spiral.
Like we do. And I bet you we didn't keep it under 40 minutes either. No, okay.
No. Okay, enjoy that.
Welcome to our world. Well, thank you very much. I feel like we might have to talk about this again because this was an interesting subject.
Very interesting, yeah. There's a lot of
ins and outs.
That's not what I was going to say. There's a lot of other branches to go off that we could talk about
I agree.
based on this.
I agree. All right, my darlings. Well, thank you. I
Thank
hope you guys
you.
enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow our socials.
Join our free group and let us know what you'd like to hear about in the future.
Join us next time.
Love you. Bye.